Zastava Arms, the ones that are the maker of that AK-47 I got with the Archangel stock and the rubber hoe grip, they have banned sales to the United States of America because they're taking Russia's side in the Ukrainian conflict. So I don't want to have to be the one that says, I told you so, but I'm good anyway. I told you so. And that's why I bought that. Because basically, man, with the way the times are today, when you get a chance to buy a gun, you take it. And I'm glad I bought two of them. Now, I have a extended magazine release for that. It's supposed to be in the mail today. Naturally, whenever I order something, it always comes real late. You know, the mailman's always late whenever he has to deliver something to my house. I think it's because he doesn't like anyone that's Italian American. Now, whenever I don't have anything to order, he's here at like 10 o'clock in the morning. That's why I know he's a bigot. I know my mailman's a duck plucking bigot. I know he's prejudiced against anyone that's from Italian heritage or any kind of Latino or Spain heritage. I know he is. He's a bigot. I used to have problems with the UPS driver here because he found out that I'm American Italian. I used to have problems with him. I had to call a company on a boy. Yeah, I had to call a company on a UPS driver. I got him in a lot of trouble. So there's 4 people, guys, that have saved the listing from the big dog. I think I told all you about the one chump from Minnesota that wanted to know if it's still available. Another chump from Colorado wanted to know if it's still available. See, they're doing, like they're gonna buy this from Colorado. Sure you are, sure, right? Yeah, sure you are. I'll sell you gold at the same time. In my ad, I have very specific instructions. I only will respond to people wanting to set an appointment up to see the motorcycle. So they instantly figure, well, you know what? I'm gonna jack this guy off a little bit and try to get his hopes up. See, what they try to do, guys, is they try to hurt you as much as possible. There's a lot of people in the United States of America right now that are out of work because they don't want to clean toilets like I did or dig ditches like the Holmes here did too. They want these luxurious, gracious jobs that pay $25, $35, $45 an hour. They don't want to have to settle for $12, $15, $16, $17 an hour like I did. You do what you have to do. You understand? When you come from a family that are from an immigrant family, or like a lot of African American families, they weren't given, their fathers and mothers and their grandmothers and grandfathers weren't given the opportunities that were given to a lot of white people. They do what they need to do to make a living. They settle for a minimum wage and they make that work. You see, me being from an Italian family, I am also a minority. Okay? Italian Americans and Italian people in America are minorities because we're hated by a lot of people. We're disliked by a lot of people. Like this mailman here is a bigot. I know he doesn't like me because I'm Italian American. Meanwhile, they don't want to hear that crap that you were born here and I was born here in Pittsburgh. They don't want to hear that crap. Or were you were Italian? Oh, were you born in Italy? I like to take people like that, man. I like to grab them by the neck and I just like to crush. I like to crush. They're loud. All right, I'll calm down a little bit. I like to crush their larynx and it just crush the life out of people like that. It's like I had an argument with this one chump on one of the Facebook clubs I belong, one of the Facebook groups. He thinks because he has solar panels on the roof. He said, "You're a fool, as you're still stuck in the past." And I tried telling the fool, a generator's better because wait till you got to get that roof prepared. You're going to have to pay people to take those solar panels off, and wait till your batteries, they get charged by this panel. Wait till your batteries start getting depleted. You're going to have to replace all those batteries, and you better hope those batteries don't catch on fire in your house. Those batteries can also emit gases in there. You know, if you have a solar system, guys, you better have good batteries, and you better have a room for those batteries because they might emit gases. You know, and like with electric cars, those batteries don't stay 100% forever. You know, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I hate to pop your cherry, son. Hey, son, I hate to pop your cherry, but I'm going to pop it anyway because I'm a cherry popper. Well, maybe that didn't sound too good. But anyway, yeah. Batteries don't, the batteries don't stay, chargeable batteries, son, they don't stay hunter pea picking, duck plucking, poop-a-doing percent. You got to replace them, and when it comes time to replace them, they cost a lot of money. If I had a choice, I would have a diesel generator or a generator run off of natural gas. I wouldn't, I used to be a solar panel man. I used to be for that. I used to say, you know what, I got to be the first one on my street to have that. And then after you look into it a little bit, it's not such a good idea. A backup generator is the best way to go. Yeah, so I had one chump from Colorado thinking I'm an idiot, and another chump from Minnesota thinks I'm as stupid as his mother and father is. They're probably both a couple of babies' daddies. You know, they're probably skipping time on their child support payments. Like many other of these babies' daddies, they knock these poor girls up, and then they become a magician, and they disappear. You know, oh, by the way, I ordered I think I told you guys and girls out there, I ordered a crankcase plug for underneath the bottom of the engine. When that comes in, I'm going to change the oil in this. And I'm also going to buy the dress-up bolt covers for those bolts, for those head bolts. There is the set that are magnetic to go on there. There is a set that are magnetic, but they cost a lot of money, man. They're like $120. You know, and I've heard that they don't even cover the whole bolt, so I don't know. So I'm going to look into, and that would be nice to have those things, because I'm looking at them now. Even though I polish the tops of mine, still, if you get like a chrome cover, that'll look a lot better. But yeah, I just wanted to tell all y'all about Zastava Arms, man. I tried telling you. Bro. They stopped sending their AK-47s and other rifles, other semi-automatic sporting rifles they make here to America, because this Russian conflict. Because Serbia is with Russia. You know that, don't you? You have to be a goddamn fool if you don't know that. If you're not thinking that, you got to be a pea-picking fool, a duck-plucking fool, or a poop-a-dag-a-doo fool not to know that. And I'm glad I bought it. So I have that mag release extender coming in today. I want to do a video on that once that comes in, because I think that will make an improvement to release those magazines. And by the way, I'm back up on the weights. I want to lose. I have to see my doctor on August 4th, but I think I'm going to delay that, guys, because I only lost, man, like 3 or 4 pounds. I want to lose at least 10 pounds before I see my doctor, before I see her. and I started lifting weights again. I suffer, guys, from serious depression because of a number of things that I've experienced in my life. One of them is my sister just not giving a crap about me. My sister doesn't think I'm very important to give a half an hour out of her precious time within 20 years. And I'm not going to even talk about her children, about my niece and nephew. They couldn't care if I was dead or alive either. And it gets you since she's the only sibling I have, man. It gets you down pretty good. I'm not going to lie, it's very, very hard to fight off. It's impossible to fight off. I think about it every single day, and I shouldn't. And like I said before, I'm not asking her to make me her main focal point in life. Invite the goddamn guy over for a Thanksgiving or a goddamn Christmas get together one time in 5 years. One time every 5 years. The last time I saw her was 5 years ago. I met her at the Olive Garden. Before that, I didn't see her for like 20, 22 years. And it's very hard for it not to get you down. It's extremely hard, guys. And I've been thinking about my mother and father today too. I don't think my mother and father really wanted see, my sister was born first. I think I was an accident. I don't think my mother and father really wanted me. I was always treated like a piece of crap by a lot of people. And it gets you down no matter how tough you are. You think of it, and it just whittles you down to nothing. And depression, it is like poison. It'll mentally and physically mess you up. It will mess you up physically too. It's like when I was in grade school. I think I told you guys a story about I saw the senior high school guy. He was like probably about 1,000 feet on top of the street. The street had like a little hill coming down like this, and it leveled off. I was way down here walking home from school. I think I was like 10 or 11 years old. Okay. And the senior, he was African American. I don't have nothing against those people now, but I have to be specific about this. I saw him, I turned around and I saw him running down. It was 1,000 feet up on top of the hill on the sidewalk, running down. And what I should have did is I should have watched for him, but I wanted to convey to him that I'm not racist and that I trust African American people. When I should have watched him. And I underestimated his hate he had for me. So to make a long story short, the next thing I felt was his hand in back of my head, and he slammed me. Now basically what he did is it's like he tackled me. Okay, he was running full blast down a hill. We're talking about a senior. The dude was maybe 6'2". A senior, 6'2". He was running full speed. He was basically running as fast as he can down a hill, bro. The next thing I felt was his hand in back of my head, and bam, my whole face first, hit a concrete sidewalk. And I think his intentions were to crush my whole face in on that sidewalk. He probably thought he broke my nose. How my nose didn't get broken, I don't know. I must have a steel jaw. But what happened is my teeth, it broke my two front teeth. And then I got up, I was crying, I had blood pouring from my mouth, and I seen him look back at me. He was laughing and he took off. He was probably a senior at Peabody High School, where I wound up going. Okay, now, so I go home. I wound up going to a dentist. I had caps put on my front teeth, but I think what happened was I got an infection from that, and it made me lose all my teeth. I think that's what happened there, because I don't have any teeth, guys, and I think it was from that. Now, if you had a child that happened to, would you continue to send that kid back to that school? Well, that's what my mother and father did. If I had a son or daughter, and that happened to one of my son or daughters, Daddy, I would not send that kid back to that gold dang school. And I don't care what the school says, what the law says, he ain't going back to that damn school. But my mother and father, after that happened, they sent me back to that school. And I got beat up some more, and I got jumped many other times. And most of the times I got jumped and beat up were from African American kids. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I grew when I was in grade school and high school. I also had a African American girlfriend. As crazy as that might be, my girlfriend was African American when I was in seventh and eighth grade. I had her as a girlfriend. But I became a very serious racist when I was in school, and I hated black people. And I probably carried that hate for them because of my experiences from them up to probably around 19, maybe 20 years old. And then the African American girl that I was in love with in grade school, her parents moved her to Ohio because they were in a bad section. Never saw her again after that. And I wound up having a lot of my very loyal friends were African Americans after that. And I grew out of my racism, guys, probably, to honestly speaking, I probably grew out of it by the time I was 25 years old. Okay? And I started understanding what those people feel. And you don't feel it until you are a minority, and then you understand. Then you understand why they feel the way they do. And a lot of you white people, you'll never get it because you have a lot of stuff. You had a lot of opportunities handed to you on a silver platter. And my life, it's not as bad as an African American's life is. I've had opportunities handed to me because I was white. Now, if I would have been black, I wouldn't have had them. It's like the job I have right now. I wouldn't have it if I was black. As a matter of fact, you guys would probably hate me even more if I was black, if I was African American. And the reason why, back in the days when I was going to grade school, that was back in the times when Martin Luther King was killed. That's back when I was in grade school, and 80% of my school were African Americans. So naturally, they targeted any white kid. Every opportunity they had, they would jump us. beat the hell out of us, smashed chair overhead. I got stabbed in the hand with a pencil. Meanwhile, my girlfriend was African American. Who knows? Maybe if I didn't have her as a girlfriend, I might have got treated even worse. You know, and once you become an adult, you understand the way they feel. And you also understand to hate a person just because their skin is a different tone is totally stupid. They're totally stupid, guys. Totally stupid. Or to hate somebody just because they have dark circles under their eyes, or you don't like the shape of their head. Maybe their ears are coming out. You hate them because of that. You know, bro, you're wasting your energy, man. On you're wasting. You're wasting energy on that crap, on hate. And that's what's going on today. That's what's going on today. Is there's a lot of hate. Or these people, man, they can't catch themselves doing it, and they lost. They completely lost track of what's right and what's wrong. And I told you guys before, it can't turn around, man. It's way too out of hand. Okay? There's way too many people that hate each other in this country. It's completely out of hand, and it cannot be turned around. And it's not even a black and white thing no more. It's black hate black, white hate white, black hate white, white hate black. It's the yellow man hates the black man hates the yellow man hates the yellow man. It's everybody. There's just way too many people that hate each other, and it cannot be turned around. It's not going to be turned around by anybody. These generations have to die off. That's the only way it's going to change. You know, the generations have to die off. When they die off, they're going to go. They're going to be dead, and that's when this thing will start cycling into something else. So yeah, guys, I'm going to try to take this motorcycle to work tonight. Last night we had heavy rains again. Didn't have a power outage. No electricity went out, thank God. And that mag release should be coming in the mail. I'm going to do a video about that next. That'll be the next video. And then when I pull that plug out at the bottom of the crankcase, I'll videotape that as well.